have all kinds of people in their inbox over it. Let's do this. Okay, I think I might be going live and the other platforms finally. Yay, there we are. Now we're going live. I think I've done it. I am clairvoyant. So now, what are y'all sipping on? I've got my Peach Vibe Celsius this morning. Honestly, I just grabbed what I could. Well, I was trying to desperately get my computer to cooperate. And now we're good. Now we are good. Coffee. I wish I liked coffee. Maybe it's a good thing that I don't. Maybe it's okay that I don't. And also, let's see here. Get these comments over here. Here, making sure I have all the things. So today, I had a plan, but now I've been so flustered over all the technical difficulties, and I had a doctor appointment this morning, so I've been like kind of going on and on and on. My cleaning crew is here, and I was not prepared for them either. So it's like 10 o'clock. I've had a busy morning. It's like I don't know that I've really caught up from between travel and taxes. I came back Friday. Hi, Fleur. Yeah, came back, got a late Saturday night, and Sunday we spent all day on taxes, Monday all day on taxes, Tuesday morning on taxes. And the time change. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. The jet lag was real. I'm telling you. And what's crazy is like my husband and I have been waking up at like 4 a.m. And of course, in France, it's like I felt like I would have felt like I slept in. I was in Amsterdam. I know we are not in Amsterdam. I was in Europe. Yes, we almost flew out of Amsterdam, but we ended up flying out of Paris, and we decided we're done flying through Paris. Unless I'm going to Paris, then I'm not going to fly through Paris anymore. It's a pain. Such a massive, not great airport. Especially when you're hungry in the international terminal. Have y'all ever, like, they have the weirdest sushi bar set up? Like, why is my dog howling right now? Oh my God. You guys. Hi, Marissa. Hi, Kathleen. Of course, now she's going to carry on about literally nothing. Yeah, I like Paris. I don't like the airport. That's the thing. I didn't like the airport. And I've flown through Paris 4 or 5 times now. That makes like the 5th time. But in Amsterdam, we've flown out of Amsterdam, but I don't, that was like in 2017. And I don't really remember if it was good or not, but yeah. So what have y'all been up to? What have you been up to since I've been gallivanting, drinking wine? It was such an amazing trip. Good morning, Lucas. I was hoping we could go visit my buddy Lucas when we were going over there, but we ended up going to Rome instead and Florence. So that's what we did. So anyway, tap the screen, friends. Let's get tapping and sharing out the live. I feel like I did a decent amount of posting while I was gone to keep TikTok kind of like recognizing that I'm still a person and that I still exist. So I think today I haven't pulled cards or done readings for a while. A few announcements. We've got next week, Nicole Intuitive is going to be on. I'm super excited about that. She's, you're welcome, Lucas. She's amazing, medium here out of Canada. here on TikTok app, and she's on all the other platforms too. But she and I I feel like she and I have a very similar sense of humor and a similar way of looking at things and a similar way of approaching spirit. And so I cannot wait to dive in with her. Yes, she is great. She is. Good morning, Gigi. I'm back. And so she'll be on next week. And special announcement. Do y'all know who Alyssa, the musical medium, is? Do you know her? I'll wait. Do y'all know who she is? She's fantastic. She's a Jersey girl. She's Jersey or New York? New York. She's New York. I don't know. She's awesome. Her name's the musical medium. She goes by the musical medium. And she's a really great medium. Well, she had done a call out on TikTok a couple months ago, actually, and was like, hey, does anybody that's an advanced medium, someone who's already practicing, someone who's already good at this or still decent at this, but maybe wants to practice or wants to get together and just practice like occasionally. So once a week, other than when I was gone, she and I have been getting together on Zoom and just practicing, like doing practice readings with each other. And it's so cool because like the one week I was like, hey, I think, okay, guides, I want to work on names. Like I set the goal. And then sometimes I'm like, both of us are like, okay, we're here. We're committed. We don't know what we want to work on, but we'll just let spirit make it happen. And so she's like, well, I guess we'll see what spirit wants me to work on. And something that had come up in a reading for her that was not a roadblock, but like a stumbling block, like, oh, I didn't expect that. Like it came out during her time, like reading with me. And so she was able to work on. And so we just worked with each other to develop like these things that we're both working on. And it was really cool. It's really nice having someone to do that with when you're an actual practitioner as well. Like I work with my mentor, but I need, like, I'm not going to be like, okay, can we practice once a week? Because that'll get expensive. Yeah, it's fine. It's nice to find other people. Hi. Oh my gosh. Hi, Flady's twin. How are you? Good to see you. Every once in a while I see you live. I'm just kind of scrolling through and I pop in. I don't really say anything because you're usually in other people's lives when I see you. So I see lots of people. Make sure you guys are saying hi. I see people coming in and out of the Instagram and the Facebook and the YouTube. You know what? Let me know where you guys are watching from. Not what platform, but where are you tuning in from? Where are you guys from? I'm in Central Indiana. Hi, Julie. Oregon. Oh, I was in Oregon. Back in October. Texas, Illinois. Hi, Moon Mystic Medium. Good morning, Kara. Thank you. Illinois, North Georgia. Okay, yeah. Where else are we from? Where we're tuning in from? Ooh, Northern Ireland. I've been there. You know what's funny? That's funny, the wee barber. I actually just found some money in a baggie because I was in Ireland last summer, in Northern Ireland last summer. And I had some money left over. I'm like, where the hell did this come from? Oh yeah, I had this from Ireland. So I was whereabouts in Northern Ireland are you from? Like I was only in Belfast and it was like for a day. The sweet Carolinas. Hi, Anna. Nice to see you. Houston, Texas. And of course, Lucas is coming in from Switzerland. Now, you guys, do you guys remember when Lucas was here in December and he and I went live together? I did promise him that we'd go live together again at some point. So would you guys like, what should we talk about when Lucas comes in? Hi, Yessie. I wonder what we should talk about when Lucas comes in. Donna Gadi. Did I say that right? I suck at the whole Irish accent thing, which is also funny because I do have my Celtic earrings on. Oh, hey, Lucas. Yes, he says hello. He's on Instagram. Not bad. Okay, not bad. It was, for a place I'd never heard of. Donna Gadi. Hmm. I loved Ireland. I would move there. 100% I would move to Ireland. Um, hoping to see more places too. I kind of just want to live in a oh, his move in his new house. Yes. Okay, Lucas, getting some suggestions. Jesse's thinking we should talk about how your move and into the new house. Okay. Very cool. So yeah, so the next 2 weeks I'm going to have guests on. Super excited about that. I was supposed to have Krista on. She is a friend of mine who's a psychologist. She's a counselor, but in her practice, she incorporates a lot of spiritual concepts and like chakra concepts and like so it's kind of an integrated practice. And so we're going to reschedule for her, but so she'll be on eventually. But yeah, she had something going on today where she needed to reschedule something with her mom. So also, why is this pinching my head? Also, can we just talk about how, all right, show of hands, we're going to go off-roading here for a second. Who has read Throne of Glass series? I know we've talked about ACOTAR. Who's read the Throne of Glass series? Like all the way through or is reading them? Anyone? Am I on my own here? Man, you guys are quiet today. So you know what I do, Yessie? I always have the actual physical book and I do the audio because a lot of times I'm in the car and I don't want to put my book down, but I need to be like on the road. And I've been on the go so much and my ADD is so crazy that when I do sit and read, I actually listen to the audio also. So I like it that way. It actually gives me a little more in the sensory department. And I tend to pick up a little bit more and I tend to remember things a little bit better. I tend to remember characters and stuff like that. So, but if you have read the series, I like the audio also. But if you've read that series, I have my other crown. This is my big Leo energy crown. This I've decided is very much my Aelin Ash River Galathinius crown. Why is my device heating up? Why is it saying that? It shouldn't be. I tell you what, Mercury's out of retrograde. All this retrograde stuff is out of the way. And yet here we are. I'm still having issues. There's no full moon. Is there anything weird happening in the universe right now, like energetically? Thank you, Diva Girl Jess. Also, I have not seen you forever. And I keep missing Pam's lives, like, because I think we're just on totally different wavelengths. And Jen's in here. Hello, hello. And hello to all my friends. I see April. I'm too hot for my devices. You're right, April. I see Liliana. I see Moon Mystic Medium. So I see you guys popping in and out. It has been a minute. But I've also, the last 8 weeks, I have been crazy busy. Like at one point, my husband was like, when are you done being gone? Like I was out of town almost every single weekend, either doing events at Camp Chesterfield. I was in Ohio. I did, okay. Got it, Jess. It does, right? Moon Mystic. I have been busy. And then my husband and I traveled for a weekend and then we were gone for 10 days and then came back for taxes. It was nuts. Oh, yikes, Moon Mystic. Okay. Yeah, that's a hard no for me with the whole exes coming back. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. All right. So if you guys could keep tapping the screen and share the live, let me see you guys sharing live. I have not done live readings for a while. So I feel like the energy is weird in a good way, I guess. So let's get the likes up. Let's get the shares going. Hi, Shanley. Welcome in. And I know, but that's so far away, Lucas. That's so far. And and we'll do some readings today. I might pull some cards, maybe see whose loved one's coming in. So let's get the likes up. Let's get the energy share. Let's get everything rolling here. Yeah. I wonder what in the world. Hold on, like checking my device. It's saying my device is heating up. I'm going to take it off the charger for a little bit and see if that makes a difference. Chanley, please don't put your stuff in the chat, because you'll be someone pretending to be will try to scam you. Okay, just know that I'll never reach out to you, and don't put anything in the chat. Okay, I appreciate you coming in. Welcome in. Possibly Lucas. Yeah. So anyway, let's share, like, all the things. Make sure you're following me. There's only 17 people in here. I'm telling you, TikTok doesn't like it when I'm not consistent. And also, I think over now that my weekends are better. Hi, Heather. They're getting a little bit better and easier to manage. And I'm not so crazy busy. I still have stuff going on. Like I still have dance competitions, recital, all that stuff coming up. But for the most part, things are much better, much more manageable. Yeah, exactly. Moon Mystic. Yep, they do. It's crazy. Like my video I posted yesterday has less than 200 views. But then like the videos the day before were like 800. It's really weird. Oh, hey, also, I totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I know what I was going to say. This is welcome to my squirrel world. I'm like all over the place today. I would like to do maybe a couple times a month an evening live. So people in the west side of the country, in other time zones, can maybe join in and maybe start doing like an evening time, or like 2 times a month I will do my classes. I do my all level mediumship classes. Yes, exactly, Moon Mystic. I'm up to 17 right now in the other one, but 5 right here on Instagram. So I think I'd like to try to reach more people and do like a nighttime edition, the nightly edition of Spirit Signs and Sips, but after, like, maybe go live after one of my classes on Tuesday night. So it'll be a late night, but I think it would. I know Jem's like, yeah, because she's a West Coaster. I think that would be more fun, and I think it would reach more people. Because I see those people that go live at 10, 11 o'clock at night. They've got 200 or 300 people in the room. And they're not even that interesting, you know? Lorenda After Dark. And what's crazy is I am a night owl. So, okay, so here's the problem though. Okay, listen, Mama J, we don't play. I just posted a video on that, as a matter of fact. Just posted a video on that. Sorry you don't believe because someone else didn't do it, but hang tight. We're going to be doing some readings here. So I think a nighttime gig would be fun. But when I come home from teaching for 4 hours of dance, 4 or 5, sometimes 5 hours, my husband's like, I haven't seen you. And so then we sit on the couch and like, we just finished season 2 of White Lotus. Anybody else watch White Lotus? Well, welcome, Tehasva. Did I say that right? Tehasva. So yeah. So it's just by the time, I know the trolls be trolling. That's what they do. That's what they do. I am a busy person. And actually only if it's, don't ask a personal question. Okay. Because there are trolls that watch and they create fake accounts, and they will message you later pretending to be me and then try to charge you, and you won't get a reading. So I do readings. I do free readings here on the lives. But It's all spirit led. So, but if it's a question about the mechanics of mediumship or anything like that, absolutely bring it on. I love that. But don't ask any personal questions, just for your own safety. So that's something to remember, friends. Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to do that right now. Not doing that right now. But someone else will reach out and pretend to be me, and they're going to be like, sure, ask your questions. They're sitting in the chat right now. I guarantee it, watching. So yeah, make sure you're sharing this out though. Share. It's an energy exchange, friends. Energy exchange. And Lucas, my knee's doing much better. Thank you for asking. Which is good because I don't know if any of you have been to Rome or looked at pictures from Rome. There's like cobblestone streets like everywhere. And that after having knee surgery, and also there's no elevators in all those old buildings. So everything we did was stairs. But I do appreciate you asking, by the way, to Hasva. I very much appreciate you asking first. You have no idea. Friends, someone came into the YouTube and was very polite, introduced themselves, and asked if it was okay to ask for a message. Like, that's big. I really appreciate that. Like more than you know. I know, right, Amy? It's such a nice, refreshing change because a lot of people come in and just be like, am I pregnant? I don't know. Like, I don't know. All right, I'm going to start moving some energy here. Let's move some energy. Let's move some energy and see if we can get connected. Something's happening in the stars. Yes, there it is, right? Let's see what comes up here. Thank you, Denise. Did you get any German chocolate to take home? No, I did not. I did, however, get French because I was in France. I wasn't in Germany at all this trip. Came home with some French chocolate. Yep, let's get the likes up to 20,000. Thanks, Jesse. So we're gonna start. I always ask because every reader has their own vet. Yes, and exactly. Thank you, Tasva. And see, so notice to Hasva that Shanley just was like, hey, you should give me a reading for next month. No, that's not how we work. As a matter of fact, usually I ask, oh, would you like fries with that? Because I'm not a drive-through medium. But let's see what's happening. You know what? And actually, you know what? I take that back, Shanley. I'm going to apologize to you because I just realized what you were asking. I'm going to apologize. Public apology. You were asking for just a general for like the collective or for yourself. The right answer would be for the collective. Should we do that? Should we see how the cheese, oh my God, was, oh, also, hi, Ladora. The cheese, everything I put in my mouth when I was in France and Italy was like perfection. Literally everything. Hi, Paula. I missed you too. I missed everybody. I was going to try to go live at one point when I was in both Italy and France, and it was just too much chaos. It was too much chaos. I did record a lot of videos. I did. And actually, what's funny is if you go back and watch my videos, you'll see me in the same outfit because I had recorded like 10 content videos before leaving. So I'd have plenty to keep posting while I was gone. So I wasn't trying to record videos. It was amazing. And that's actually what I did, Denise. I was with a group here, a group of friends here, but all with a business called the Wine Vault. It was amazing. And so they actually arranged wine tastings and dinners and all that. Like everything was arranged. I wrote a check and I showed up. Well, not I, my husband and I. And all the food was planned. The wine was planned. They also connected. They brought us into these major wine houses and some of these little boutique winemakers. And we actually got to meet winemakers, people who make and design this French wine. And it was fantastic. Like everything was fantastic. I'm not a big white wine or rosé drinker, but I had a few that I really liked. Um, oh, that's a good idea. It's a good idea to have. Um, so yeah, it was amazing. And you know what I loved? This is what's great about food and beverages in the other countries. I did not come home feeling like I was like, "Ugh." At no point at the end of the night did I feel sluggish. I never even felt intoxicated. Like I felt relaxed and we drank a lot of wine, like not like big giant glasses. Like it's not what it was meant to do, but like I do need my own line of wine. But wait, do you guys want to hear my next idea? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. So one thing that I've been doing, and I promise we'll get to readings. One thing that I've been doing is since we started traveling to Europe back in 2017 was the first time, that's the first time I ever got my passport even. Like this first time, other than Mexico, back when you just needed a driver's license to go in and out of Mexico. I didn't get my passport until like 2014. Didn't even use it until 2017. And every museum we would go to, hi, Shelley, we would go to, I would, in Europe, like they don't just have museums, like the building is art, the ceilings. I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, like, and we'd end up with neck aches. So what I would start doing is I would take my phone and like take pictures of ceilings. So I think I'm going to actually I've got some really fantastic pictures with cool stories. I think I'm going to make like a little coffee table book of ceilings in Europe. Even if nobody buys it, I'm going to make it and I'll put it on my coffee table. Maybe make it as a fun gift. But figure out how to tie in. I know, isn't that fun? So I said that, like that just, the idea just popped into my head when I was taking a picture of the ceiling and somebody said, oh, what are you doing? And one of the people I was with, and I was like, oh, I always take pictures of the ceiling so I can look at them. I can zoom in and look at them better. And she was like, that's genius. And I was like, I should like make a book of them, like a scrapbook of them. And so the rest of the trip, everybody was taking pictures of the ceilings for me and sending them to me. Make a deck of tarot cards with the ceilings. That'd be interesting. Or even an oracle deck. Tarot is a big undertaking. I'm in the process right now working on an Outlander. I'm working with an artist. I'm doing an Outlander inspired tarot deck. And that's a big undertaking. We've been working on that for about a year now. It's a big undertaking. And she's awesome. Her drawings are just, amazing. And we're still working on character development, like, and what the characters are going to look like. But I think an oracle deck of ceilings throughout Europe, because then I can just tie the vibe with it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I love it. I love it. And oh, by the way, Dancing Spirit Oracle deck, I think I might have them $5 off right now. I can't remember. They might be on sale, but I only have a few decks left. And I don't know that I'm going to sell them anymore. If I do, it'll be a relaunch like in a year or something, maybe 4 years because of tariffs. And I order, yeah. So what I have is all I have. And I'm not getting any more, I don't think. But if I create this Oracle deck, I might be able to do it with a different company. Because my decks are already expensive. I feel they're expensive because I can't produce them in mass quantities like a Hay House, where you can get $20 decks. I can't do that. Like, I'm not even getting rich off of anything. Okay, you guys, you ready for this? Lucas had a great idea. What about a deck of crowns? Like crowns. Because again, in Europe, I take pictures of anytime I see a crown, I'm like, game on. That was cool. But really a ceiling is the crown of a room. Now my wheels are really turning. Now they're really turning. I don't think I wanna make a crown of that though, Lucas. I don't want a whole crown from that. I'm ready to get out of my head. I know, I'm like, "Ooh, then here we go." But the problem is I get on here and I do this, and then I'm like, once I leave the room, I am like, "Oh, I have to go clean this up. I gotta do laundry. I gotta da 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 da," and then I forget. I forget that I had that idea. So, let me write this down. And I do have a little notebook that I keep cool ideas in, but that notebook's upstairs. 'Cause that does me a lot of good down here. Also, have I ever shown you guys my notepad that I use? I'm gonna write it down. I am. Yes, anybody can be a medium. Mhm. Wisdom from above. Ladora, you win. You win the day. Okay. Okay, hold on here. All right, wisdom from above. Okay, Oracle deck. Oh my gosh, you guys are the best. Oracle deck. With the ceilings and the crowns. Yep, Ladora wins for the day. I don't know what you win, but you'll win something. I know, right, Gus and Gretchen? It is kind of fun, isn't it? And well, again, I had a plan for today with my friend Krista to talk about how you incorporate, like doing all, well, we'll have her on eventually. So then I really didn't have a plan for today, but I did get my taxes done, which is a big deal. Okay, so now we're developing this deck. Ceilings and crowns, wisdom from above. Okay, so what else? What else can we incorporate that? Like what would that look like? So, and I feel like I could do a little dedication. Like in my Oracle deck, I have, like, instead of a book, I put all my meanings on the card, right? Yeah, well, I mean, they were due on Tuesday. And when you own your own business, if every day late, you get charged interest for if you owe anything. So yeah, mine are done. Hold on, let me find my card. So what I can do, we could brainstorm this little fun little idea. Now, did I take myself out of this? I may have taken myself out. And then I can do, like, on my little card, a little dedication to the people who helped me develop this on TikTok and on my lives, on Spirit Signs and Sips. There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah. And I'm not ordering anymore. So thank you, Sarah. I'm glad you ordered it. I'll get those mailed out today, actually. I have time to get that handled today. Yeah. And also, hi, Kim. I meant to say that. I don't know if I said it out loud or not. I may not have. I hope you're doing well, my friend. And thanks for moderating. All right. What else? Okay, good. Yeah, I'll get those mailed out today. And there's free gifts with them too. So yeah, I only have a few decks left, apparently. I may have a couple set aside that I did not list on there. But I only have like 4 or 5 decks total at most now, because I sold a bunch of them in Ohio. So I'm hoping the tariff thing changes so I can get my cards. Otherwise, I'm going to be, I can't justify racking up my prices by 20% because I ordered them out of Australia, out of a print company out of Australia. So And if their supply chain has been affected, then then my cost is gonna go up. So, boo. I don't like that at all. Tariffs are dumb. And unnecessary. Okay, so ceilings and crowns and wisdom from above. What are some card ideas? What are some ideas for the actual cards? So if I were to have a card that had, like, for instance, if I just start with this, okay, this is my Amryn crown. Like this was developed as to pay homage to Amryn, a character from the Court of Thorn and Roses book series. So I could actually like take that, but also there's the stones. The stones are like I can't remember what it's called, grandmother something or other. I need to ask Kat the name of this stone, but I could actually talk about the stones and the inspiration. Yeah. I feel like I live in the upside down world with everything going. Oh, no kidding. You are not kidding. We're in the upside down right now. I'm hoping that somebody will take a spatula and flip it back over because it's burning on the underside right now. That was a really good analogy, wasn't it? Like that just came out of nowhere. I feel like that may have been a spirit guide coming in and going, that's funny. That would be awesome with the violet flame. Right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Somebody needs to flip this bitch with a spatula. It's burning before it burns. And a magnetic polar flame. Yeah, we're in something. Also, hi, Roger. Good to see you. All right. So you know what? Let's keep brainstorming these ideas. And as you get them, I'll write them down. Okay. But like I could do a whole series on the Akatar. I could do a whole series of Oracle cards on Outlander. Although somebody's got one coming out in July. I have it pre-ordered. And then also Throne of Glass. Oh my God. Life altering. Did you all see my post? I don't know that I posted this on my mediumship account. I think it's on my personal account. And I was finishing up Kingdom of Ash. It's the last book in a series of the Throne of Glass. And everything's kind of unraveling, but still coming together. Like everything's like, I'm on the last 200 pages. I'm in, don't judge me. I was in Delta 1. I'm laying back. I've got a little counter here. I'm like reading. I've got my glass of wine. The door is closed. So I'm like, and the lights are out. I just have my reading. I'm bawling. The flight attendant comes by and she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, it's the book. Like, I can't. And I was like, I'm going to need more wine. She brought me the bottle. She's like, "Would you like the bottle?" Hi, Lorna. How are you? Oh, Throne of Glass is the name of the series. So I'm like, lose it. She brought me the bottle. So if you go, and actually, hey, friends, also really quick, this is more geared towards TikTok because my accounts are fine over on Instagram and all and Facebook. But I have Kat. Hey, how are you? Yes, she did. She is a reader, but she had not read that series. She goes, "People keep telling me I should read it." I'm like, you have to be ready for it emotionally. And she brought me the bottle, and it was like a bougie bottle. It was a tawny port. It was a 10-year tawny port, which normally you get like a little. She brought me the bottle. Good morning, Jen. All these people coming in, yay! So that was how it worked. She brought me the bottle. And then, yeah, exactly, Paula, just give me the bottle. But anyway, so my account, my Gen X account, before I started my mediumship account, I started with a Gen X account, and I had like 28,000 followers on that, and I would use it as a backup. Well, it was hacked a couple months ago, and then I've been going back and forth trying to get, and I just have not gotten any response. And now that account, not only was it hacked, it's completely gone, which means enough people reported it that it's been banned. So that's fine, except I don't have I worked really hard on that account, but that's where I posted all my personal life. And like personal opinions on my mediumship. I'm very professional. Like we talk, it's very niche oriented, right? The other one, I was like, whatever. I would do duets with fun creators. I do collabs, and I had a blast on that account. Well, it was gone. I learned how to do all my editing. I learned how to, like, I didn't care if the edits were good or not. It was just more of a learning platform for me. Well, now, like, it's gone. I'm like, that sucks. So I created a new account called real.life.lorenda, real life Lorenda, just me being me, talking about books, talking about all the things. And I will use that. I need to get enough followers that I can use that as a backup account if anything ever happened to this. And actually, I will do stuff like that. Lorenda Dance TikTok, I will post dance videos on that one. That's just going to be me being me. No niche necessarily. If I want to talk about wine, we're going to talk about wine. If I want to talk about how a neighbor pissed me off, that's what we're going to talk. I wouldn't do that. But if we talk about my travels, just talking about real life stuff. So yeah, it's real.life.lorenda. And actually, so when I was in France and Italy, we were closed for a week at the dance studio. So we had a little fun challenge where, even though we were closed, like, post your videos of dancing wherever you are, whether you stayed at home or whether you're out in the wild. Check out, or like, make sure you take pictures and send videos and tag the studio. And so I was doing that. So in the chateaus, we go to the chateaus, the wine chateaus, and I would tap dance in a vineyard or tap dance in the guest area, out in front of the hotel we stayed in Rome. So it was kind of fun. It was fun. So I'm going to probably post those just for fun. So yeah. Let's do cards. We are almost an hour in. Let's do some cards. Let's see if we can pull in spirit. You guys are killing it with the tapping the screen. I appreciate you all and sharing. We have 121 shares. Let's try to get to 200, and then I'll move into actually. Oh, yes. It's my cleaning lady. She's sweeping my hardwoods, my hardwood floors. It does sound kind of squishy, doesn't it? I sound like I'm underwater. At least this dog, well, now the dog's definitely not barking because she's hiding in her cage. She does not like the sweeper. And thank you guys for sharing. Oh, thank you, Paul. I'm glad you went and followed it. Thank you. Okay, let's get these vibes up. All right. Oh, thanks for being part of my team, you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, make sure you follow my other account. I want to build that up, get that. I don't know that I'll ever have the 28,000 followers on there, but I do want to get to where I can go live from that account. So when we do, because I travel a lot, and this summer I confirmed with my husband, I'm like, are you sure we're going to go across the country this summer? Hang on, Jen. I'm coming for you. I'm going to come for you and Carrie, and Brian, and all you Oregon people. We're going to be going out west for 6 weeks. Oh no, Paula. We're going to be going out west for 6 weeks. So I'm going to be doing lives. I'm going to try to book things out in Colorado, Oregon, and Washington. And we're going to be out west this summer. How cool would that be? Good morning, Bella. I know. And then Carrie Koss has all the exciting ideas. So I think we're gonna plan something out there. So I'm so excited. You hope it's safe then? Why wouldn't it be safe? Oh no, Paula. I know if I ever got another doggy, I don't know if I'd do it. I would want to rescue or something. I don't know that I'd want to start from puppy. Yeah, so we'll keep you posted on that. I was just there in October. Oh, volcanoes and earthquakes. Oh, well, we are in the apocalypse, so. Let's do some cards. You guys ready to do cards? Look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys rock over here on TikTok. You got 40,000 taps. I will come visit you. I promise. I'm going to come visit you, Lucas. We just got to work it out. But I'm going to be in the States over this summer. We're not going to travel to Europe this summer because we were just in Europe like last week. But Matt did promise that we would come see you guys. I want to come see your new house. All right. Let's do some. If you would like to be considered for a card, let's see what. I'm trying to think what emoji we should do. What emoji should we do if you would like to have a card? But first, let's do a collective. Let's do a collective. Oh my God, you guys. I'm all over the place, but also how cute is my shirt? Just saying. Squirrel world. Let's do a collective because Tahasba had requested that. That might not be there anymore, but we'll get there. All right, let's see. French fries or squirrels or crowns. Ooh, that's a good. Okay, let's see what Spirit says. Let's do a collective. Let's do a collective reading. I'm going to do 3 cards and a Dancing Spirit Oracle deck. Thank you, Shelly. I have missed being live. It was a nice break. It was a nice break. I needed it. I needed to be plugged into real life, and I needed to be plugged in for like to other humans. Say a spatula, but there aren't any. Oh my goodness. Flip it over. That bitch is burning. Oh, wine. That might be a good one too. Okay, let's see what happens. So collective reading. Ooh, okay. So this is the message for all of you watching. All right. We're getting back in the groove here. We're getting back to what we're doing, what I like to do. I have a cramp. Oh, this might be a spirit coming in. Ooh, hang on. I got to stretch this out because that was kind of out of nowhere. Might be having a spirit coming in that had back issues. Keep that in mind, friends. Okay. First card that's coming up in the collective, we have the 6 of Cups, which is nostalgia. We're reflecting. We're going back. Oh my goodness. Hang on. I got somebody trying to go live with me. This goes to the energy that Moon Mystic was saying, that like X is trying to come back in, like it's kind of weird. So having to choose. So like you're faced with a choice right now because something from your past is coming back up. Something has come up and resurfaced, or someone, and you're like, I don't know how to do this. And interestingly enough, you've got the 2 of Pentacles. So this is what I'm saying. If you're an adult and you've got kids that are coming back asking you for money and you're having to choose, it's going to put a financial strain on you. And also, this is a message for me, for God's sake. And you need to release any need to help. You're going to have to like release that need to step in and rescue. And I feel like, and that was just an example. Yeah. So that if I look at relationships, okay, what if that ex does come back and you're like, oh, now I'm kind of forgetting why we broke up. Wow, I really need to like turn inward. Do I make this decision? Do I do this? And if you do, just realize it's going to cost you. There's a cost to it. And that's what Pentacles are jumping out at me right now, is there's going to be a cost to that choice if you make that. And I don't know that it's a really good idea. And I think it's time to release. It's time to release what was old. If you ever watched Montel Williams back in the old days, he'd always say, an X is an X for a reason. Okay. Now, This could also mean old belief systems. How were you raised? What religious background? What tribal belief set did you have? Okay. What was it that you grew up believing? And now, and like you were following blindly, because that's why would anybody lie to you? Like, why would the people you trust tell you anything but truth, right? But now you're finally coming into that, oh, wait a minute. I kind of need to like tune out the rest of the world and figure out what it is that I believe. Okay. And again, when you choose, there's a cost. You have to be ready to pay the toll when you choose. And it may be that you have to release. You might have to release them or release that old belief system. So I have, and this is something that I'm going to have Krista talk about, I believe, when she's on, because she's got the chops, she's got the degrees to talk about it. But something I have discovered is, let's talk about political climate. We're not talking about exact political climate, no details, but how many of you no longer aligned with like your relatives, right? And you've had to make choices. How many people do you know have advanced degrees and they still get sucked into this old garbage? And you're like, wow, you're so smart, but you're saying a lot of dumb things right now. And they refuse to look at science or look at research. They are so narrow-minded. I believe that it's because if they do that, if they reflect, if they turn inward and they reflect and they look at the science of it and they look at the reality of things, then that's going to require them to go, oh, my parents weren't right. Everything, my entire life has been a lie. My entire life has been, and they can't handle the idea of everything being turned upside down. And that, because then that requires you to do some deep diving. And then you start realizing, oh shit, how many people have I hurt? How many people have I negatively impacted because I chose to follow blindly? Oh, hang on. I have to do the thing. The puzzle piece. Okay. And when that's hard. That's hard for people. And that, I fully believe that's why our country is where it is. Because in order to make the change necessary, if it's different than what your belief system is or what you were raised, then you have to question everything. And not everybody is ready to do that. Because then that's going to take a lot of work. People prefer to play the victim rather than take personal responsibility. Absolutely, Christy, you are correct. But then also the reality is, like I've had to look at even my own family and go, oh, wow, I really adored that person. I looked up to that person. Now I see what they're saying out loud and how they influenced me and how the opinions that I had growing up, because I just followed blindly. But now, as I've been away from them, form my own opinions, learn better, do better. When I reflect, I'm like, why am I a jerk about this, this, and this? Why do I have these thoughts that pop into my head that are not good? Am I really, and then I start really thinking like, oh my gosh, what if I'm a narcissist? What if I'm a sociopath? What if I'm crazy? Because that apple could have not fallen far from the tree. Like I look at my family history and I realized, no, it's because they truly believe those things. And then they spoke to me and spoke around me as if everything was fact. And now I've had to pivot. Now I look at those relatives and go, whoa, that was very sexist, racist, and horrible of you to say. How about we not say that? And no, you can't use that word in public, but then those people, instead of going, oh, you know what? You're right. They go, oh, so you think you're better than me? I mean, if you want to put it that way, yes. If you want to draw that line, then yes. Spirit warned me to, which led me to the truth. Yes. Yeah. So much yes, right? Space cakes. So I cannot control other people's narratives. I cannot control what other people choose to believe. I can only choose my own reaction. So that means I have to step back and release. Because if I cling to that, whatever it is that belief system is, then it's just going to, and not cling to it. But if I get angry about it and try to change them, all I can do is present the information, tell them to change the news station, watch a different channel, get a different perspective, whatever. Tell them to maybe go to a different church, get a different perspective. Tell them to go do something different and get a different perspective. Read a different book, do something different, talk to different people, get out of the comfort zone, change the scenery, go to another country. Oh, that's eye-opening. How other countries perceive us, don't get me started. See things from a different perspective. All we can do, yes, exactly, Kimberly. All we can do is present the information, release it into the wild, and it's their decision. It's their journey. We cannot get bogged down and juggle. Because there's a cost. If we do not release, there's a cost. If you do release, there's a cost. Anytime we choose change, anytime we choose to step into an energy of seeing things differently, there's a cost. Okay. So keep that in mind, right? So that's our collective today. How's that for a collective reading? Yeah. And that's just not how it is in those, the places I was in Europe. Eye-opening. Eye-opening for sure. All right. Knowing that it's their journey has been what helps me let those people go. Absolutely. And like, there are people that I don't want to let them go. Okay. My device should not be heating up. It's not plugged in. I'm not cutting them out, but I can disconnect my energy from them. I do not have to engage in those conversations. And if those things do come up, I can say, I don't believe it. I cannot align with you there. Maybe look at it from this way, and we let it go, right? Because if we cling to that, let's talk energy. If we cling to that and we let it bring us down, how does that affect you? How does that affect your spirit, your journey? Is that helpful on your journey? No. What a message this is. Spirit always knows. Haven't caught a live of yours in months, and this is hitting. Oh, I'm glad that you're back. Welcome back, Space Cakes. I'm just spirit will be spiriting. Good morning, Jamie. How are you? Release that energy into the ocean. Release it. Let it go. Make like Frozen and let it go. Just heard a seagull, and I'm 2 hours away from the beach. I guess. Thank you, Jen. Oh, that was adorable. That was forget-me-nots in there. That was forget-me-nots in that little crown of flowers, I believe. I'm gonna have to look into that. That's a new one. Good morning, Rocco. Tammy. I missed you. Seems like weeks. It has been weeks. Well, and I haven't been on for weeks because I was out of the country. I was disconnecting. You're welcome, Space Cakes. All right, let's see. If you would like to be considered for a card pull, I'll bounce around from the different platforms. If you're not following me, by the way, as you know, the TikTok ban is still up in the air. We don't know. There are still lawmakers that are dead set on getting rid of it just so they can be right, not because it's the right thing to do, but so they can be right. So there's that. So make sure, thank you, Jamie, appreciate it. Make sure you're following my other platforms. Okay. So I am all the same name, Lorenda Carr Medium, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm also on Blue Sky. And I'm a beta tester for Neptune. Neptune app will be coming out soon. And I've already, as a beta tester, I've already started loading videos. So make sure that when that launches, that you're ready for it. Okay. And that's been fun. And I can see, it's kind of cool seeing in real time them kind of working out the glitches of everything. Okay, let's do a crown. I just heard that. Let's do a crown emoji if you would like. Forget-me-nots tattooed on my chest. That was a little nudge from Spirit for you, Space Cakes. That was Spirit welcoming you back, I believe. Saying, don't forget I'm here. Oh yeah, so, okay, cool. All right, if you want to be considered for a card pull or a reading, drop a crown. Also, my stomach's about to growl really loudly. I should have eaten. I didn't eat because I was kind of on the go. What should I eat after this? Okay, let's see. The emoji is the crown. Thank you, Kim. You're a rock star. Okay, I'm going to start in TikTok, and then I'm going to move to Instagram, and then I'm going to move to the other ones. Okay, let's see. Who's jumping out at me? Oh, yeah. Let me do the thing where I cover and I don't look. The first name I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Gus and Gretchen. Yay. Okay, Gus and Gretchen. You have, I feel like you've been standing your ground on something. This is the 9 of Wands. I feel like you've been really standing your ground on something. But also because you've been standing your ground, you're actually creating a safe space for people to look to you, because the 9 is experience. And you're like, listen, I'm here. I'm standing in my power. Okay. And I feel like, and you also get the align card, and see how, notice like all the wands are lined up. I kind of love that for you. I feel like things are like, you've been putting in a lot of work at something. There's something you're putting in a lot of work, and you're getting all the ducks in a row. Totally fits when it comes to my kids and parenting. Absolutely. That's what it feels like for sure. I see Miss Pam Sears is in the house. Hi, friends. But I do feel like, Gus and Gretchen, that I'm also hearing stand your ground. Things will line up the way they need to. Just be steady. When you install a fence, it's not just on the surface, right? It goes way into the ground, and that's how the fence stays. Okay. Or a stop sign goes way into the ground, right? And I feel like Spirit's saying, hold your ground, stand your ground, be that solid, be solid, be consistent, and just be there. Okay. And things will align how they're supposed to. So there you go. Thanks for watching, Gus and Gretchen. Appreciate you. Okay, let's go over to the Instagram. Oh, wow. I only have 3 people watching an Instagram. So drop those crowns if you want a card. We're going to move kind of quick. Okay, here we go. I'm not looking. And I'm going to pick the first one I see in 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, wait, it's delayed. So I got to wait a second. It's like, I think there's like a 10 or 15 second delay on Instagram. It's ridiculous. Well, that's okay. They can run. Well, there's only 4 people in Instagram, so probably not. Lorna. Oh, good one, Lorna. Yeah, and Lorna did that. She jumped over. That's awesome, Lorna. All right. We have the 8 of Swords for you. This makes me feel like, Lorna, you are feeling a little bit trapped, or encased, like by circumstances that you don't have control over. Let's see what card comes with that harmony, realigning. I feel like there needs to be an alignment. So I do feel like your energy is kind of wonky right now. Like either your chakras are like literally your chakras are out of alignment, or there's just something that's out of alignment for you. And Spirit is saying you have more control than you think. Right now, you feel like it feels like you're being bombarded with something or like kind of caged into something. And Spirit's like, no, take off the blindfold, drop the constraints and allow yourself to see things clearly. Because right now you're not, I feel like things are fuzzy. You're not seeing things very clearly, or there's something that you believe that you want something. Oh my goodness. This Muhammad is very insistent that I go co-host. And also I feel like there's someone around you. There's someone around you that feels like they're just kind of bumping into you, or like they're like causing, it feels like they're knocking you off your feet, or they're like causing you to be, there's something that's causing you to like lose your footing. And Spirit's saying you've got to step back. Hi, Nick, I see you. Spend some time just centering yourself. Spend some time reflecting on yourself and reflecting the people that are around you, and realizing and kind of pay attention to whose energy is kind of knocking you out of the way. You do have a lot more control than you think. And Spirit's challenging you to step into that energy of, no, I can make decisions. I can make these changes. Sorry, she's right above me with her sweeper. So thank you, Lorna, for being like such an amazing supporter. I appreciate you. All right. So hopefully that made sense for you. Hopefully you saw it. All right. So now let's move over to YouTube. I don't see anybody on Facebook. I don't think anybody's watching. You're welcome, Lorna. I adore you. Let's move over to the YouTube. Lorenda Carr Medium. If you would like a reading over in the YouTube, make sure you're dropping the crown emoji. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm glad that makes sense for you, Lorna. All right, so we're over in YouTube picking from people in YouTube. I only have 5 people watching. Apparently only one person's actually paying attention. Okay, so drop the crown emojis. This is how I roll. And I'll choose the first name that I see. It might just be the one person that's dropping the crowns. I'll choose in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Tammy. And then, I see Kara just popped in. Okay. I'll get you next time, Kara. All right. So we have Tammy. Tammy's getting the 7 of Swords. Now, keep in mind, if it is not for you, it can still be for you. Okay. Keep that in mind. It could be Spirit's way of aligning you with me in this moment. Okay. So keep that in mind. 7 of Swords. There's something deceitful coming around. And I feel like this might be you telling yourself lies about something. Third eye chakra. Oh, interesting. Ooh, I got cold chills. All right. What is it you're trying to tell me? You are hoping. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Hi, Michelle. All right. So everybody's popping over to the YouTube. Yay. Make sure you guys are subscribing to my YouTube, by the way. So Tammy. There's something deceitful happening around you. There's something that it's like you're waiting for an apology. You're waiting for somebody to say sorry. There's something hidden around you. And I feel like what Spirit's saying to do is like, listen to your intuition. Please listen to your intuition. Your third eye chakra is on fire right now with this. And and you're like, you understand that person may not ever tell you the truth. You may never know the truth of the situation. You may never uncover everything. But Spirit is confirming that what you're getting in that third eye is valid. There's something going on. Something's not right. Something, Just trust spirit that you may never know the full truth of something. Okay. Oh, I see Jen, boss sauce in the house. Make sure to say hi, Jen, so people can follow you. Same with Nick. If you're still in here, say hi. So just know you may not know the full truth of something. All right. Thank you, Tammy. I'm glad you got that. You were on it, man. Okay. Now we're going to do the Facebooks. All right. If you're in Facebook, Lorinda Carr Medium, make sure you're following me. Go pop over there. Drop the crown emoji if you would like to be considered for a card. As soon as I start seeing them coming up, the crown emoji. Or if you're on your computer, just say crown. You're welcome, Tammy. I'm glad that made sense for you. That felt like such a fringe reading. But still felt like you needed that message. You needed to know that your intuition, like you're onto something. All right. All right, here we go. Drop those crown emojis. All right, and over here in TikTok world, keep tapping, and let's get to 250 shares because you all are next, by the way. We're going to do another one over here. And actually, I feel a spirit moving in. I'm like getting a nudge in my back again. I think I'm going to do a little mediumship. Okay. I'm going to choose the first name I see in the Facebook group. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's going to be? It's going to be, oh, everything jumped. Michelle. Yay. All right. Michelle Covert. Oh, you get the sun. Here comes the sun. Why that song just popping in my head? Do-do-do-do. I will laugh if you just heard that song like today or yesterday. I feel like, Michelle, this is important for you. Like, did you just hear that song? Interesting. Very fiery feeling. Let's see what comes with it. Self-love. Here comes the sun. Loving yourself. Self-love. And that can come in many forms. Wink, wink. I feel like what Spirit is challenging you to do is, I'm hearing, choose the 5 things that you love most about yourself and write them down. That you really need to spend, it's okay. I feel like you need to spend some time reminding yourself of what you like about you and what you're good at and what you're proud of. Because right now, it's like I can literally see like it's cloudy, like Eeyore, gloomy, right? But then for every time that you say, you know what? I like my hair today. You know what? I like that I thought just text my friend that I know is having a hard time yesterday. I'm proud of myself for doing the dishes when I didn't want to. Like the things that you are feeling good about, acknowledge those things to yourself. Okay. And for every time you do that, another cloud will clear. Okay. And that sun is just waiting to beam down on you. And I want you to bask in that warmth of self-love. Okay. And that's what spirits, and also listen to that song. Doo doo doo. Here comes the sun. I say it's all right. Right. So karaoke hour. Karaoke hour. Oh, yep. I got a spirit. I got a spirit coming in. Let me move my glasses here. Let me get my little tablet out here because I've got a spirit tapping me on the shoulder. So I've got a spirit. So this is how this is going to work. I have a spirit coming in that did have back problems, but and like they keep going. Oh, thanks. Can we like not do that? And purple is also another. Okay, you guys. So when I was telling you earlier about Alyssa and I practicing, for some reason, purple kept coming up. And I just realized I'm writing with a purple pen, purple crayon. I was purple. Everything is purple. My microphone is purple. Everything's purple. My favorite color is green, by the way. I chose an old StreamYard link because I was like running out of time, and the banner's purple. Like everything's purple. So purple is an important important color. But when I was doing the readings yesterday or Tuesday with Alyssa, purple kept coming up. So interesting. There's some relevance to purple and back issues. And it's either the person in spirit or the person that this is for. So let me explain, since it's been a minute since I've done these. Let me explain. If you can take 100% of the evidence of the spirit coming in, then go ahead and drop. Is there a purple flower emoji? Or forget me. Oh my goodness. Forget me nots are kind of bluish purple, aren't they? Yep, there is. Okay. Thank you, Courtney. Okay. All right, cool. There is a purple flower. I love it. But the purple was a whole thing in the reading that I did with when Alyssa and I were practicing. So there's something about the purple flowers, purple things, purple is huge, back issues. So if you can take 100%, I have not given that much yet. I have not given that much information yet. Hi, Lee. I haven't given enough information yet. So let me information dump. Let me evidence dump really quick. And then we'll see how it turns out. Okay. Then we'll see if you guys can take it all. If this is female, she's female. Female, dad's side of the family or paternal side. Aunt. I'm hearing aunt. Ooh, she's big. She's very colorful. She's very colorful. I think her favorite color must be purple, or she comes through with something purple. She's an aunt, and like a paternal aunt. Woo! I don't get that kind of stuff that quick. This is great. I love it. Paternal aunt. Back, something about her back. She's very artistic, very colorful. And she's talking about whoever this is. She's saying my niece likes to paint or is also artistic. There's something about my niece likes to paint or something. Free spirit. She's talking about champagne. And she either liked the water or lived by water. Or it might be the person that's in the chat lives by water. And you feel connected to her with water when you're she's showing me like standing out by the oh God, I'm getting cold chills. Standing out by the water and being able to connect to her better. She's also showing me how I met my spirit guide initially, Lily, was in a meditation on the beach. So either the name Lily is important or that's how she meets you. All right, how are we doing? If you feel like this is your loved one, then put purple flowers in the chat. I know I just gave you a whole bunch of information. Purple is extremely relevant. Female, aunt on paternal side. Christy Shop looks like, oh, is Rob in the house? Hi, Rob. Make sure you guys are following Intuitive Intention. Painting, talking about painting, meeting you by the sea, feeling by the water. And, oh, that's okay, Christy. Hi, friend. Painting, champagne. Actually, I feel really drawn to Christy. Let me ask. Okay. All right. Chrissy, I am with you. Daughter's name is Lily. Okay. All right. I'm with you. Do you want to come up live? Or are you able to do that? If you are, do a guest request. If not, we can do this in the chat. Okay. Yeah. Just do a guest request and I'll let you in.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good. And I think it's so cool that you picked that up because my daughter is home from school today and she was doing artistic things. So it was meant to be.
I love that. Okay. All right.
Yeah. She's right next to me.
So is this your aunt or is this your daughter's aunt?
My grandmother, which is on my
Paternal
my
side.
dad's mother.
Okay.
And she had a back issue. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
And we just returned from Florida when we were in the ocean and I did feel connected to her.
Oh, okay. She's validating that. She's like, yes, that was me. Okay. All right. Oh, and I love that she brought through the name Lily. Okay. She is now is her name, she's bringing up an A name like Aline or Aileen or something like that. What is there a name around her that would make sense for that? An A name, Aline. This came up literally a couple days ago. I'm trying to figure out if this is a me reference.
Not that comes to mind. I mean, I have a son named Andrew.
No, I know what it is. It's literally because I didn't say it out loud. She's confirming. Aline is the name of my husband's grandmother. So paternal side grandmother. So.
And purple is very crazy because my computer mouse that I'm working on is purple and her ashes that I keep in her coffee cup are purple.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay. All right. So she's the one that's been hanging out with me today. Interesting. Now it also is she's bringing up fire sign. Is she a fire sign? Is her it would be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo?
She's a Sagittarius, yes, but I have more Sagittarius in my chart than she does. We always joked about that.
Oh, that's
my husband's an Aries.
Okay. All right. Oh. Because she sent purple balloons. That's funny. Because his
birthday.
Okay.
Saturday.
Is April 20th significant? April 20th?
April 19th is his birthday, but April 20th is Easter.
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I host. Tells you how good I am.
The day before is his birthday.
Okay. Okay. I feel like there's something about a purple egg. Like she showed me like a purple Easter egg, like a purple egg. Did you guys make eggs like that or different colors? But I feel like she showed me like a purple egg, something about a purple egg and like, you know how like when you decorate the eggs, you do the crayon and then you dump them in the dye and all that. Does anybody do that anymore? I don't even know.
Yeah. Well, we have like a little thing, like what do they call them? The egg mazing. You know, you put it in the machine and you spin it with like the markers. And we also have like the dye. We do that too, but maybe she's thinking about what I was going to do that she taught me before is save my beet juice to put the eggs in.
Interesting. Yeah, because those would be purple. Right. Those would be purpley. Okay.
I don't know though. I'm just like going on a limb.
There was someone, she's saying she's showing me the sign for when it's like they're at their funeral, right? Or at their memorial or their service, that there's a chair that's empty with a rose on it. And that usually means somebody should have been at the funeral, should have been there or wanted to be there, but couldn't be. Would that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. And the rose to me signifies, it's a white rose, that she's not mad about it. I think it was important for someone to know that that she's like, whatever, no big deal. That there's forgiveness. She's saying there's forgiveness. Would that make sense? There's forgiveness for that?
Yes.
Okay. And also there's a ring. She's showing me a ring. Did she leave someone a Tiffany's ring? Or is the name Tiffany important to her?
I don't know, but we never got any good closure to go into the home to take anything that we wanted. Everything that was in there, her daughter took, and we didn't really have any way to get anything that was of substance from her, like that actually was meaningful.
Okay.
But I know my gram and her and I we were very close. Like she spent the last 3 weeks with me before she passed, and it was sudden. We didn't know.
I feel like she is saying, don't worry, you can't take it with you, so don't worry about the stuff. But I feel like there was a ring or something that was supposed to go to you, or that they were supposed to go to your family. Like she wanted you to have something. There was something she wanted you to have. But she's saying, but can't take it with you, so it's fine. She's saying, find other ways to connect to her.
Yeah, I've been having a hard time with that because my grief gets in the way.
Yeah. Yeah. She said, and this might be the purple thing. Like she keeps going back to a ring. Like I would say, she's saying, like, go get a purple ring, wear it. And every time you twirl it, it's like you're calling me or you're connecting to me. She's saying, find something that will, and you may already have something, but there's something of hers that you could either assign meaning to and have on you or have with you. Because it's not necessary to connect. Like you don't have to have crystals. You don't have to, you could go get it. I love when spirit makes me remember things. So this crown, when there's the stone, this purple stone is called grandmother something. There's the nickname for it is grandmother something stone. And I love that it's purple and that's your grandmother. I'm just saying. So maybe go get like a little purple stone, something that you can connect her, that you as the human can connect to her. Does that make sense? She's like, it's not necessary, but it'll help you.
So my grandma spent 2 weeks with me before I took her home, and then they ended up finding her passed away. But there was no like seeing that coming. She wasn't sick. And ironically, she like left some things in my home, and that was never her. She left her crochet, her favorite book, her old cell phone fell in my back of my Yukon. I mean, it was just like crazy. I was finding all these little treasures that were there in my home after she had already passed, and I was like, oh my gosh, I ended up getting all these things of hers that were so personal that I didn't plan on having.
Yep.
So I do feel connected to her when
and she had not been sick, you said, right?
No.
I feel like there was something going on like on her radar, but she didn't think it was a big deal, or it wasn't that big of a deal. Because I see her going very quickly. Did she have like a heart attack? Did her heart give out, or an aneurysm? Like, I feel like there's something that happened here and here. So either she fell and hit her head, or it feels like there's like a loss of consciousness. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they found her leaning on her bed, like sitting on the floor, leaning on her bed, like on her side, holding her head. And they said by the way that it looked like it could have been a stroke or a heart attack.
Interesting, because that's why she's going like this. I do feel like she's making me feel like pressure. There's something about pressure.
But I'm just like upset because she didn't like have her little button to push, because it was the new one that, she had was in her mailbox.
Oh no. She makes me feel like it was her time though. Like there's all these weird things that happened, and she left things at your house, but it wasn't like, oh, I think I'm going to die in 2 weeks. It wasn't like that. But there was a lot of synchronicities that happened knowing that this was her time. And I think it's really important for you to know that she is at peace. There was no feeling of, I shouldn't go yet. It's not my time. It was her time. And she's like, she makes you feel like she checked a lot of things off her list. There's a few things that she wished she'd have done, but it's okay. It's fine. We have other lifetimes for that. She's very practical. Would that make sense to you?
Yes. She was my person. She was my best friend.
Yeah. She's very practical. And she's like, listen, you do what you can every day. What you don't get done, it's okay. You do what you can. And as long as you're making the effort, and as long as you're showing up for yourself, as long as you're showing up for your daughter, as long as you're showing up for, mostly yourself though, advocating for yourself, you're going to be okay. She is talking about advocating. Like, she's like, stand up for yourself.
Yeah. I've been leaning on trying to hear her more because I'm starting a new position and I feel like she sent it to me.
Yes. So get this. Ladora said, Ladora, if you're in here, it's a lapradite is the grandmother stone. I'm telling you, she wants you to get one of these little stones just so you can keep it in your pocket, keep it at your desk at whatever your work situation is, keep it on your laptop, keep it near you. Okay. Because she keeps talking about this grandmother stone. She literally made me dress today for the crown and for the body. It's cold out. I don't normally wear this shirt until.
That's my grandma's total vibe right there. Like the whole colorful, floral, all of it. That's her vibe. That's her.
I love it. And I don't normally wear this until like summertime. It's a summertime sheer shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's totally my grandma.
Okay. Does your daughter sing while she paints or while she does? Does she like sing while she does stuff? Because she makes you feel like she's just sitting with her, just enjoying her singing. So encourage her to sing more because grandma really likes it. I really do feel, and 6 months, did this just happen like 6 months ago or six months, something about 6 months? What, 6 months?
2023, but my grandfather passed in December, which would have been her.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Which is what you were referring to about the rose.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
So that signifies to me that now that they're together, everything's cool. Everything's forgiven.
They're fine.
Peace.
I feel like when he crossed over, she was like, bring it in, high five. What a ride was that? Like, I feel like it was actually a good reunion.
That's good to know.
That they came here with specific jobs and that they were like, look at us. We did our job. We did what we said we were going to do. And the way that everything played out the way it was supposed to. But so they're just like really high-fiving each other. That's funny. Is G a G name like Gary, Greg, like it's a throaty G? Would that make sense for either one of them?
My grandma's last name was Eugenia, or her first name is Eugenia.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Last name Gorgon.
There's the G. Okay. The other G. Okay. And she's showing me from my trip that I just took, and I had been in Italy and then France, and she's bringing up the champagne, and she's like, but I would rather drink champagne in Italy. Not really, even though it's champagne's in France. It's weird. Why would that make sense? Why would she be talking about?
We used to drink wine together and have cheese and crackers and do the whole, charcuterie thing here.
Yeah.
Every time she would visit.
But I feel like she loved Italian. Either she loved Italian food. There's something about, she's like, but I'd rather do it in Italy. I'd rather do it in Italy. That's funny.
We loved pasta.
Okay. But also, did she make her own pasta?
She did.
Okay.
She used to help me.
Okay.
She's Hungarian, so she used to make all of her own, noodles and things like that.
Aw. And was she short?
She was shorter, yeah.
Okay. She goes, I wasn't that short to me, because I'm thinking like I'm only 5'4", but she was showing me like maybe like 5'2" or 5'1" or 5'2".
Yeah, I mean she was shorter, but she wasn't that short. But like because of her back issue, like she was a little like hunched over. So it did make her appear shorter. It was good for us to be together because I'm shorter too. So I didn't want her to be taller than me.
Had she just changed medications? Like before she passed, had she changed medications?
Not that she...
Or she makes me feel like part of the reason the sudden passing had to do with a medication.
So I know that she had to go back to pick up her medication because she was withdrawing from it because she didn't get it on time because of her back pain and her back issue and her replacements, and she had a steel rod in her back. They put her on one of those patches.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and so when she didn't get her patches on time and they wouldn't have them ready, she would have to reuse like ones that were old and didn't have enough. So yeah, like she would have withdrawal symptoms and stuff like that because obviously it's drugs.
Okay. I think it's just important for you to know that she crossed very quickly. I feel like she was out of her body before her body actually finished dying. Like she didn't feel it. Because she's showing me like through her eyes, she's like remote viewing, showing me like, okay. I'm going out on a limb. I'm just going to like trust what I'm seeing. She's showing me like sitting on the floor by her bed, as you said, but as she looks up, there's like a floral picture or something. Is she showing me the Van Gogh, the sunflower picture from Van Gogh is what she's showing me. But so I don't know if there's something Van Gogh related or like yellow. She's showing me there's a picture like on the wall, like right in her view. Would that make sense for her?
Yes, my grandma loved flowers. Like I just said, like your shirt, exactly. Everything was floral.
But she showed me a picture. She said she could see the picture and she focused on the picture and all of a sudden she goes, oh, hey, I'm not here anymore. It's like there was something she could see that she went to or she focused on, didn't feel any of it, and just turned around to look and go, oh, so this happened. That's how seamless it was. And I've never seen that before. So I'm kind of fascinated by this, of how she's showing me how she transitioned. It's like she breathed out and she was out.
Yeah.
And she's at peace. Like it was, and she was like, oh, so, well, this is an interesting turn of events.
Yeah, that's exactly how she was.
This is interesting.
My gram, she's the best. She knew every time that I was going through something because she was a sort of a psychic.
Yes. Medium. She is saying, she goes, I could do what you do. I could have done what you do. Like she knew. She's like, I know things.
Yeah, that's how she was.
Did she wink? Did she wink at you?
Sometimes, yeah.
She goes, she just did that. I could do that. I knew things. I knew things. She's funny. I like her. She's such a fun energy. But again, very practical, very down to earth. Like there's no.
Does she say anything to you about like my upcoming change?
The job?
Yes.
She said, you're welcome. She's saying, stand your ground or stand in your power. Stand up for yourself. set boundaries. She makes you feel like that's something you've been working on anyway. But she's just saying, I feel like it's important for you to stand your ground or set something up, like just from the get-go. She, like, an example that's popping in my head is like, okay, no, I'm done at 5. I have to be done at 5. Like, as opposed to you might be a people pleaser normally. Would that make sense?
Yes.
Like, oh, that's fine. I'll work an extra 5 hours for no pay. No, that's fine. I'll give up everything. She's saying just set your boundaries. Understand that you work to live. You don't live to work.
Got it.
And that's her message to you for that. And I'm asking her, I always ask anytime I've got an opportunity with a loved one in spirit that's, especially that lived a long life here, had a lot of earth experience. Like if they could do anything different, if they could go back and do anything different, what advice would they give to you? And she says, play more. Play more.
She was so good at that.
Yeah.
She was so good at that, like finding joy
yes.
and happiness in the most simplest things that I never paid attention to.
But I feel like because of her childhood, had something to do with her childhood, that it forced her, like she was just so appreciative or so thankful to be where she was in life by the time she got to you, by the time you guys were connected. But she had either a rough childhood or something about like when she was younger, or there was a lot of struggles.
Yeah, it was terrible for her.
Did she come here from being in war, or like something about war? Would that make sense?
Her mother did, yeah.
Okay. Because she makes it feel.
Mother was a survivor of the Holocaust.
Oh, got it.
She came here when she was 2.
Okay. Okay. Because she's saying but she still had to deal with the aftermath.
Oh, yeah. Because her mother married a Christian. And so there was like half Jewish, half Hungarian, like a whole bunch of culture and religious, differences. And it was a whole different time back then. Yes.
Yes. And she's saying that but she just learned you find joy in the little things. And that's just how she learned and grew up existing. Like that's just how she existed and how she found success and she's encouraging you. If you could take anything from her, that's her legacy for you. That's what she wants her legacy to be to you, is that you find joy. You find the happiness, you play more, raise that vibration. And the more you do that, the more you'll feel her. And looking at from like, as a medium, when I tell people, okay, if you want to connect to your loved ones, you have to ask your guides to adjust your vibration, or you can watch husky videos are the best. Mouthy huskies. Watch the dog videos, watch the cat videos, watch the things that bring you joy and just make you truly laugh out loud. Are you a reader? She makes you feel like you find joy in reading.
I do.
Okay.
I never have peace to read.
She's like, again, set the boundaries, find that time. And even with your own kids, be like, I'm going to set the timer and I'm going to read for 20 minutes. And when the timer goes off, then you can talk to me. Don't talk to me unless the house is on fire.
I love that.
And she showed me, like, set the timer. Because you have to fill your cup in order to be a better mom, in order to be a better wife, in order to be a better employee, to be a better person to anybody else. She's saying, find your joy, fill your cup, and that's what brings you joy. And have you started crocheting because of her?
Yeah, we used to do it together.
Okay. She's like, use my things.
I have all of her yarn.
Mm-hmm. She's like, use my things, create something fun that will bring you joy. Talk to me while you do it.
Oh, there you are.
Okay.
I haven't had the, emotional strength to open her stuff yet.
That's okay. Give yourself the time, give yourself the space. Start with her advice of reading, finding joy, and raising your vibration. Then you'll feel her, you'll hear her, or you'll see her. She brings you songs.
I know that because sometimes I hear them and I think, I never thought of my grandma with this, and then I cry about it.
She comes in very strongly around you. You've been part of her soul family. Like you've been in the same soul family for years, you know, or for like lifetimes. This is why you guys connected so well. You've played many roles in each other's lives in different timelines, you know, different lifetimes, different existences. You are part of the same soul family and you'll never be apart. And so when you are ready, when you, the human, are ready, you will feel her more. You'll see her more. She'll be more present. She's already around, but you can't feel it yet because you're feeling heavy because you miss her.
Yes, every part of my soul.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that when this job opportunity hit me,
it was her.
It came out of nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
and the synchronicities were just too ironic that I knew my grandma gave it to me because it was too crazy.
Is this a job where you go to the job and you'll have a desk that you sit at, or do you have a desk at home? Like she's showing me like a desk. And
so I do work from home, but I work for a family business. Okay. So, but for 2 years I've been doing that. And then I met somebody through my children, their sports, and we connected by conversation. They asked me what I did. Mm-hmm. And they realized that I had a college degree, but I never really pursued it. And they asked me what it was. I told them, and then they connected me because they work in that industry with a job. And now I'm actually going to fulfill the original purpose that I had when I graduated college.
I love that. Yeah.
And it's in social work. So, which is why I understand when my grandma says set boundaries, because she knows that I am a people pleaser.
Yes. Okay. And I get one of these stones and keep it in your pocket or keep it in your purse or keep it somewhere or hang it from your rearview mirror, whatever. Keep it with you because I feel like this is a great way for her because it's literally called the grandmother stone.
Yes. I wrote it down. I'm going to go to our favorite store and buy it.
Okay. I love that. Or you can wear it, whatever. But I feel like this is going to be a good way to connect to her. And I feel like even if you have it, you'll feel a little zing or you'll be drawn to it. So I love it. Just know that she's okay.
I appreciate that.
She's perfectly fine. She's around, obviously, and all the cliche things a medium can say, right? All the cliche things. But truly, like, and I do feel like she really came in determined with that evidence. So
yay. Especially my daughter's name.
Yeah. And so thank you so much for allowing me to read for you I'm glad that the stars aligned the way they did today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a very purpley day.
I will. I'm going to find a purple shirt now.
Yay. All right. Purple flowers, if anything. Purple flowers. So, all right. Well, thank you. I'll let you bop yourself out.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
That was so fun. What do you guys think? I love when spirit is spiriting, right? Butterfly. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So pretty. It matches my crown. Like, that's so pretty. Thank you, Jen. You're the best. I'm so glad that she came through. And by the way, okay, so remember how I kept saying, God, I was like doing all the stretches. Once she came through, my back stopped hurting. Cool, huh? Right, Kara? That was beautiful. So yeah. I know. Well, and that's what I was talking about earlier is that this started on Tuesday, by the way. This literally started on Tuesday. Hi, JJ. I see you. Where I noticed sitting on my table, there's a purple highlighter. I don't have purple highlighters, but apparently my husband had one. And I was doing a practice reading with Alyssa, musical medium, who's going to be on the first Thursday in May. And I was like, there's something about the purple, something about the purple. And so today Spirit was like, I was like, what am I wearing? They're like, you're going to wear your purple crown, girl. I'm like, right on. Cause I missed it. And then they were like, you need to wear this shirt. This is a summer shirt. I don't wear this right now. It's super cute. Check this out. Isn't this adorable? I love it. But it's also 40 degrees outside. It's not a winter shirt, not a spring shirt, right? It's super cute, but she was like insistent that I wear this. I have other purple shirts, right? But she wanted me to wear this. And so the flowers were actually significant. And when I see this, I do think of forget-me-nots, even though they're like more like daisies because of the colors. So yeah, spirit will align and bring things in to my attention as a medium, and then drop all those little nuggets when it's go time. Like they'll connect all the dots for me, and then that allows me to start bringing through that evidence and making that connection. So yeah, spirit will spirit. They will let us know they're around. They'll let us know what, when we're able to receive it, So also you guys did over 100, we're at 107,000 likes on TikTok. Looks like we have 2 likes on Facebook and Instagram, or not Facebook and Instagram. I can't see them on Instagram. So hopefully you guys are all following me on my other platforms, just in case Congress thumbs downs and this goes away, right? I'd hate to have to move to another country just to keep my TikTok. See how much it does tie together, right? It's crazy. And 300 shares, what? Oh, I can't see my share count. For some reason, it's like not on there. It'll pop back up. But that's awesome. Thank you guys for sharing and doing the things and supporting and showing up. That's true, but Canada's cold, girlfriend. Like if I got to move someplace that has more warmth. I'm thinking like Southern France would be great. Yeah. I liked Southern France. Italy. I loved Italy. And I noticed I understand Italian better, probably because I took Latin and Spanish growing up. So I probably would fare better in Italy. But the food. But I like French wines better. So either I go for the Italian food or the French wine. What would you all do? Or I just give it all up and go to Ireland and drink Jameson. And go follow Jamie McIntyre around. Like a groupie. I wouldn't do that. He'd be like, why are you stalking me? Like, I got nothing better to do. All right. We are at the noontime hour. Now, announcements. Next week, I have Nicole, Intuition Medium. She's medium. She's going to be on next Thursday, but only the second hour. So I'll probably jump in, start with readings and stuff like that, get everything going. Italy. Yeah. And it was warm in Italy. And then she'll be on for the second hour. And because she's in Canada, like in a whole different time zone, she's like 2 or 3 hours behind me. She's like, that'd be early for me to be on. So she's going to join the second hour. And then the following week, I've got Alyssa, the musical medium. Make sure you follow her. And I will be doing promos for those now that I've gotten through this live. I'm going to start promoting next week and the week after. And then my friend Krista, who's a psychologist and also into the woo-woo stuff. She and I have done some collaborating together. She'll be on again. We're going to get her rescheduled. My other TikTok account is Real Life Lorenda. Yeah, she'll be West Coast next week. Yeah. So Real Life Lorenda is my other account. So make sure to go follow that. That's it's replacing my Gen X account, which is fine because I'm not going to really have a real niche other than just being real, being a real person. And I think, okay, so Lorna, just so you know, I don't know if when you do the @ it has the dots in there. I don't know. I have no idea. I know like my screen name is real.life.lorenda, but I don't know if my @ is. Someone needs to go look. Thanks, Lorna. You're awesome. Oh, there. Okay. Kim also. Kim's awesome. We're just waiting. But also, I was supposed to announce my dates today on the live for my upcoming classes, but I haven't decided which ones I'm going to do which. I'm going to be offering, thanks for being part of my team. I'm going to be offering, okay, yes, it is real.life.lorenda. Thanks for looking. Okay, cool. Thank you. And yeah, thanks for being part of my team, you guys. Appreciate it. That will be like my travel stuff, all my real life stuff. That's my Lorenda outside of mediumship. Okay. And that's only on TikTok. My other accounts, like my personal accounts, are just my personal accounts on other platforms, where I post real life stuff. But I feel like on TikTok, I can be a little mouthier, because even in my regular accounts, people get kind of judgy, but TikTok doesn't care. That's what I love about TikTok. They don't care. People don't care. You find your people, right? So make sure you go watch my videos, share them out, whatever, repost, do the things. So TikTok goes, oh, people like her, and they start pushing me out more. Yeah, because that's tough, losing 28,000 followers. That's tough. So I do offer classes for empaths and how to manage the energy. We talk about that in my classes sometimes. I offer a class called All Level Spiritual Development, and I offer it 2 Tuesdays a month. I've got my schedule out right now for April and May. My next class is next Tuesday. And then I've got 2 offerings in May. Those are only $20. And there's a number of you in here that have taken those classes in between all the platforms. And we talk about various things. But we work on mediumship, we work on connections, we work on psychism, we work on understanding how thank you, Yessie, how we connect in our own unique way. I give everybody in the class the space and grace to connect in your own unique way, because we are all wired differently and we all receive differently. Like there's a couple people who, I see Jen. Hi, Jen. Everybody receives differently. So like Yessie takes my classes, right? And then, so she's actually a fantastic medium. She'll be like, no, I'm not. I don't know. She's fantastic. She connects, but her way of connecting is different than the way I connect. Oh, make sure you guys follow Energy Alchemist Jen. She's awesome. And Kim has taken my classes. Actually, now Jen, you've popped in. You took my platform mediumship class. And I'm supposed to coordinate with Carrie to do another one of those sessions. And it looks like, Carrie Bear's in here. Awesome. Hi, friend. Hi, Carrie. So those classes are on my website, lorendacarr.com. Okay. And Michelle. But I'm also going to be offering a trance mediumship class. The answer is yes, you want to take that. And I'm going to be offering a Spirit Guide 101 class. And then I'm going to be offering a Learning the Language of Your Guides class as well. Those are my staple classes. Those are the ones I teach like a couple times a year. So I love those classes. I could teach them in my sleep. And so, yeah. Oh, hi, Daniel. Good to see you. I'm so glad to see you are here. That's awesome. And I'm sorry you're going through some stuff. Yeah. So definitely look into the trance class. Yes. Because I taught it live in Akron, Ohio, just to see if I could even teach it. I was doing things that I didn't know I could do as far as energy transfer and helping people connect. It was a wild experience, and it'll be an online class. I'm just going to do it as a workshop to see if I can do it online. So I'll keep it affordable. It's not going to be out of control, crazy on pricing, but also understanding the ethics behind how, and also honoring how we connect. That is so, so important, you guys. understand that the way I connect might be different than the way you connect. And I, as a teacher, I feel like I've kind of been blessed with the gift in dance class as well of understanding how to meet someone where they are and tap into how they connect. Like that's my gift. Is I've always understood that not everybody learns the same way. Not everyone connects the same way. Not everyone does these things the same way. And I allow my guides to guide me on how to get the person to connect. Called to it lately and do trance, but not on the professional level. See, and I don't offer it as a professional service, but sometime like a separate service. And I don't do seances yet. But I will say, sometimes I'll be doing a private reading with someone and like their spirit guide will step in and be like, can I just talk through you? It's easier that way. A loved one will step in and I can allow that loved one to talk to the person, but I don't set it up as that kind of reading. I just say a general 45-minute reading. And sometimes that person's loved one will come through and talk. It's wild. Yeah. So, but my job as a teacher is to allow you that space and grace to connect in the way that makes sense for you. And that you understand your own energy in a way that you know where spirit meets you. Spirit will meet you where you are. Okay. Hi, spicy Pisces. How are you? Spirit will meet you where you are. Remember that. They will meet you where you are. Okay. All right. It is afternoon. I've got an eyelash appointment. Thank God for filters on TikTok, but you all can see over here in the regular wild, there's no lashes left. So I'm going to get my lashes done. Then I'm going to teach all night. But first, on the way to get my lashes done, I'm going to stop and get some, you ready for this? Popeye's chicken. I think I need chicken today. That's what I need. Not just any chicken, but Popeye's Louisiana recipe chicken. Y'all had that? It's so good. I just get a little sandwich, like a chicken sandwich. Not a little, it's giant. So I know it's yummy. And the French fries, so good. So I'm going to do that and get the lashes done. I don't even like fried food, but I love me some Popeye's chicken. Like I don't like Kentucky Fried Chicken is too greasy. Ugh. And sweet tea. And see, I like sweet tea. You know what? I might get some sweet tea. But I have to do a half and half because sweet tea is almost too sweet. It almost hurts my teeth because I don't eat as many sweets now. But I could do a half and half. Yep, game on. I'm hungry. My stomach is growling. Okay. And it's here, but I've never heard it. You need to go get it. Unless you like, I've never had the spicy because I get heartburn. So I don't do spicy, but I get the original recipe chicken sandwich. The bun, incredible. They have a little mayo. They got pickles. If you don't like pickles, ask for no pickles. I like the pickles, but I pick them off because I like the pickle juice. Apple cider vinegar afterwards that I know I love. Yeah. Original. Yes. I don't know, Lucas. I have to follow up with Kat. She's been sick. She's had some things going on. So I think she's been making other crowns for people who pay for those. So I'm not sure. I'll follow up with her. I'll keep you posted. I promise. Right. Yeah. Half sweet tea, half unsweetened. Yes. Oh, and I've done that too, where you do half lemonade, half sweet tea. The Arnold Palmer. And if you do that, if you add peach Crown Royal to that, that's a nice summer treat. I'm just saying. You're welcome. You are welcome for the best advice ever. Yeah. It's so good. Okay. I'm out of here. I'm going to get food. You let me know, guys. Okay. So set your calendars, set your reminders for next week and the week after. We have special guests coming on. We need an oracle deck of drinks we should make. Oh, yes. See, oracle deck of drinks. I actually thought about doing that with wine and champagne, the different personalities of wine. and what that translates in spirit, what kind of message, because spirits and spirits. I'm just going to wait for the applause. Yeah. But I forgot I was going to do that. It was on my list. It was on my list of shit to do. All right. I'm out of here. I'm out of here, friends. Thank you all. I do have a full plate, but what's going to happen is over the summer in Colorado, when we're traveling out west, I am going to have a lot more time. I'm not going to be teaching dance. I'm going to be hopefully booking readings and stuff while I'm in each of the states. But I am going to have more time. In Colorado, my husband's firm has an office out there. So for 2 weeks, he's going to be working out in Colorado, and I'm going to be flying solo, me and the dog. I'm going to have time. I'll be sick of me by then. But how fun is that going to be? I'm so excited for that. Adventures with hubby. Yeah. Where I can just disconnect and like really delve into my mediumship too. So, and there is an author and teacher that I want to see if I can track down. Maybe she might be retired. But if she gives any talks out in Colorado while I'm out there, I'm going to try to find her. So, all right. I know, Jen. And Jen, you're just going to be like camped outside of my Airbnb all the time. You'll be like, hi, hey, you want to go play? Let's go do things. So, all right. I'm out of here. Have a fantastic day, friends. So much love and light. And you are so welcome, Christy. Thank you for being willing to come in and share your grandmother and go get that lapidite grandmother's stone and let me know how it goes. And Daniel, I see you. Mwah. And I'm so sorry that you're kind of going through things. And Lucas, thanks for coming in. Love you all. I appreciate you all. Have a fantastic day. All right. Bye.